sounds that we hear every day. The sound of a notification telling us to look at our phones. Now, we're all guilty of being on social media a little too much. Whether it's checking our Snapchat in class while the teacher is talking, scrolling through Twitter while we're at home instead of doing chores or homework, or scrolling through Instagram while we're standing in public to make things less awkward. Some say that social media is necessary because it allows them to keep in touch with those that they don't see in their daily lives. However, I think that social media has more negatives than it does positives. Social media distracts us in our daily lives, has a negative impact on our mental health, and has a negative impact on our physical health. Scrolling over to our first point, social media as a distraction. Hey look, a Snapchat notification. Let's see what it says. Statistics states that the average person spends 2 to 3 hours on social media every single day. Now, some of you may think that this is an overestimation and that you don't spend that much time on your phone. But for most of us, we think that this is an underestimation because we spend a little more than 3 hours on our phones a day. Now let's face the facts. And no, I'm not talking about face filters. If you spend only 2 hours on social media every day, that would equate to 730 hours in 1 year. Think to your daily lives. How many times do you go on your phone instead of doing the tasks that you're supposed to do? Did you ever think that you could have been spending 30 days in 1 year on your phone? Scrolling over to our next point, the negative impacts on mental health. Let's see what's trending on Twitter. Our first point, brought to you by anxiety.org, is #comparison. We all compare our lives to the lives of others every single day. We look at someone's post about their exotic vacation, and it makes their lives seem perfect, but we don't see everything. We forget that social media is a highlight reel of people's lives. So we compare the everyday lives that we have, all of the ups and downs, to the highlights of other people's lives. They don't post the negatives. You don't post a selfie where you don't think you look the best. We also put a big emphasis on the reactions that other people have on our posts. We worry about how many followers we have, the amounts of likes we get, and the comments, which is extremely unhealthy. Next trending topic on Twitter is #self-esteem. A lot of us as teenagers struggle with self-esteem, and social media negatively affects this. Social media creates an unrealistic beauty standard. We see pictures of Calvin Klein models and Victoria's Secret angels, and we feel that we have to look that way, which is unrealistic. This negatively impacts our body image, especially in those that struggle with being confident. Our next point is physical effects of social media. Recently, I received an Instagram DM from Best Health magazine. It states that social media negatively impacts the quality and length of our sleep. The blue light emitted from our phones associated with the communication and social aspects of social media causes us to stay awake for longer. Lack of sleep can cause headaches, a weakened immune system, and even weight gain. It also can cause posture problems. Think about how you're sitting now. Most of us sit with our hunched backs and shoulders pulled forward because we're constantly looking at our phones or on the computer, which can lead to long-term issues. Staring at our phones and social media for long periods of time can also cause eye strain, which can lead to long-term vision problems. And finally, social media can directly relate to a lack of physical activity. It's a little hard to go out, be active, and work out if you're sitting on your phone. Lack of physical activity can directly impact health. Let's refresh the page and recap what we talked about today. We talked about how social media distracts our daily lives, the negative impacts that social media has on our mental health, and how social media affects our physical health. Now, social media is an addiction that we all have to battle every single day. I hope that my speech has allowed you to see the negative impact that social media has on us. Now, let's see if you can spend a little less time on your phone to be more productive, improve your mental health, and improve your physical health.